everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a long time since see you guys, it's been a while. I know it's been a long time since I've came on and reviewed anything, made a video period, and I do apologize, but since my last video I was put on bed rest. I had to be in the hospital for 3 days on a magnesium treatment to keep my son from coming too early, to be back in the hospital an exact week later to have him. So he was born at 35 weeks and 2 days, so he is my second little preemie boy. So having a newborn and adjusting is one thing, but I also have 2 other children, and having a preemie baby is a completely different ballpark. So anybody who watches this who has a preemie baby, I salute you, and I'm glad our babies are okay. So I'm coming at you a little bit different today. A newfound friend of mine, the beautiful Elizabeth Eskridge, has told me today to be unapologetically beautiful me. So I'm not going to have my backdrop set up today. I'm just going to go with the flow because I already recorded this once, and of course while trying to edit it somehow I deleted it because I was already having trouble editing the video because my iPad was being stupid for some reason. But are we surprised? It's me, so no. So I'm gonna be doing my review, and I will have already used everything, of course, but I'm still gonna kind of review it like it was my first time, but I'll be able to tell you a little bit more about it. But anywho, without further ado, we're gonna get what we came to. And a big shout out and thank you to my always amazing and wonderful husband, because he bought me all this. I'm gonna get on Sephora before I start lying, y'all. Yes, I was right. These are the Freestyle Kilowatt highlighters, and then the foundation is $34 as well. The matchsticks are $54, but it's a $75 value because each one of these are $25 each. The primer is $32. The blotting powder is $32, and then this little guy was $24. Yes, I know, I don't like even seeing it. I did not buy the beauty blender because all of the, I did watch reviews on this before I even knew if I wanted to get it, because I didn't want it to be another one of those overrated things that I spent money on and I didn't like it. So I didn't see anybody that really cared for the beauty blender. The highlighting brush does look dope, but I am not paying $32 for a brush. Same thing with the foundation brush from this line. It is $34, and again, not happening. And I didn't buy the universal lip gloss either because from what I've seen, it's just about, everybody said this, it was a basic lip gloss that goes well with every skin tone. And so if you like lip gloss, it's only $18, which for honestly, the prices in this line, other than the brushes, is phenomenal. Because yes, the highlighter is $34, but you're getting 2 shades. $16.50 a shade, maybe, something like that. Anywho, it's a little over $15 per shade, and that's really good. So, and especially the foundation, because this is a high-end brand. Of course, because I bought it, that's what I like. So the price point is amazing, especially for a foundation, because my Urban Decay is one of my tried and trues, and I paid $42 for it. Both of them. The Kat Von D was either $38 or $40. I can't really remember. My MAC ones that I bought that were a complete bust, the review is somewhere on my page. I think it was like one of the first things I did. Anyway, they were $30-something, so this is not a bad price, and this comes with more fluid ounces than a typical foundation does. So I thought that was really cool. So yeah, that's what I have. I'm gonna clip my hair back. I am going to a surprise birthday party for my aunt in a little bit. So by the time she sees this, we'll have already had it. But her birthday isn't until the 9th of October. But we have to surprise her because she's not too happy about her birthday this year. Don't really blame her. Although she looks fantastic and she's literally my favorite. So anywho, we are going to start with the Soft Matte Primer. The only thing I've done to my face is I did exfoliate earlier today in the shower. And I have washed my face, although I still have some lovely black mascara lingering around. Because that Better Than Sex stuff ain't playing. It doesn't take a lot of this. And this feels just like lotion. This is not a necessity. I'm not saying go out and buy it. It's the greatest thing. I will tell you the things that you need. Trust me. Out of this line, I will tell you what you got to have. So, I'm just going to rub this in. It has a very light scent to it. And it smells just very, very fresh. It doesn't, like, it's not overpowering. It doesn't just, I don't know, like, it smells really good, though. Like, I love it. And it's not too tacky like a lot of primers are. It just feels very nice and natural. It really, to me, it just feels like it moisturizes the skin, getting you ready for the matte foundation. Because this foundation does set itself. Didn't believe it either, but it actually, literally does. It's amazing. So, now, and just a trick I've learned that you would have seen in the last video, but you didn't get to because we know how tech savvy I am. Hence the editing of my videos. I did learn some things while using this foundation. You do have to shake it. If you apply it without shaking it, it's the craziest thing, it does not work. It will be patchy and it won't set right. It'll be very streaky no matter what you do to it. So be sure to shake it very well. And it even says, like, right there, shake. Shake well, actually, in like 3 different languages. So that's pretty dang important. So we're gonna shake, shake, shake. Another thing about this foundation, it does oxidize. And all the shades I've tried oxidize differently. Some of them oxidize and, crazy enough, they lighten up. Some shades oxidize and get dark, dark, dark. So, what I did was I put a few pumps of each one on my hand, smeared them, well, not smeared them, blended them into my skin, walked around the store, looked at other stuff, because I had been burnt by that in the past before I really knew much about makeup and what that term meant, and I looked funky and was not happy with my makeup. So keep in mind, it does oxidize, and oxidized times are different. I have also learned that sometimes it takes 10 minutes for the stuff to oxidize. Sometimes it doesn't oxidize fully until after I get my eyeshadow done. So I always start with 2 pumps just because the stuff does dry very, very quickly, and so you have to work in one section at a time. So I'm just going to take a little cheap makeup foundation brush, because if you just use the Beauty Blender, you're going to be saying bye-bye to a lot of product. And I mean a lot of product. But as you can see, 2 pumps goes a very long way. Now, I'm going to take 2 pumps again. And I am going to go over this because, see, we got some streaks. It's not major, but, and I feel like if once you use the powder, it'll go away, but I don't like it, period. And since this is supposed to set itself down, that's what I like. So, just go over with the Beauty Blender, and again, work in one section at a time. Because normally I would blot all around my face and then go in to fix it, but You gotta get it with this. And I apologize about my lights. Something is going on. So my face looks way lighter than what it is. And also, to be very, very honest, the shade is a bit light for my skin. The lighting in Sephora, I love Sephora. Y'all know I love Sephora. It is literally like one of my favorite places in this world. But the lighting in there isn't the best, and I knew my husband was kind of in a rush. Not that he was rushing me, but I knew he didn't want to be in there all day. So we was kind of like, wham bam, thank you ma'am, we were out of there. So I didn't match it to my face, I matched it to my hand, and I know better than that. But like I said before, go to Sephora to match yourself. Don't just like, oh, this one sounds like it'll work for me because that's what I have. No, go there and look, sister child. Don't. Which, I mean, if you order and it don't work, you can go to the store and exchange it, but that's like just an extra step that you can avoid if you just go there in the first place. Just saying, just a little 2 cents from Haley. Alright, and next we're going to move on to the Matchstick Trio. Y'all, I have never cream contoured in my entire life. I never tried it. I never thought that it would be something I would be into. I never thought I could do it. These are everything. And when I say these are everything, that is exactly what I mean. Oh, and they're magnetic. Look at that. How cool. So they all stick together and they go in like a little honey. It's all a honeycomb design. I'll show you later all of mine clipped together and whatnot. But I have the light one because I haven't been able to tan as much since I do have a newborn. Although I am tanning, so I'm working on it. But later I will need shade and mocha. But right now this one does the job. And this one is called Amber. I don't know if I already said that because I'm kind of scatterbrained right now. But these again are $25 each. Which, that's actually pretty good because there's 0.25 ounces in here, and I have used this a couple times. So, I mean, but it's really thick, and a little goes a long way. See what I mean? In uno momento. So, you actually draw it right on your face. Get right there. Like, these blend in so good. And just like, it's, highlighting is like my favorite part of my face, but now my contour is the second. Like, I swear to y'all, these things are life and then some. So like, you can't even tell that I used it. So I mean, this is gonna last a while. So I don't think it's a bad price. And again, it is a high-end brand, so you're partially paying for Rihanna's face to be behind the brand. So yeah, and then I take a G40 brush to blend this in. This is the cream to powder, so again, it kind of basically sets itself. This is a powder brush, I know that, but I like it for this. Because I'm not a cream contour person, I didn't really have cream contour stuff. So I just had to make do with what my monthly brush subscription sent me. Can y'all tell how snatched that is? Like, that is a life. Life. Back to the foundation, because I forgot to say this because I was so excited to get to this part. I will say this about the foundation as well. When you're in Sephora, try it first. Because a friend of mine, a really good friend of mine and fellow makeup lover, that I would trust her opinion with my life, she went and got a sample from Sephora and it did not work for her. So it's kind of like a hit or miss, which is with everything. I mean, it works for some and then other people it doesn't. So just know you. You'll know what works best for you and what doesn't. So go try it before you just spend the $34. Again, I mean, you can return it if it doesn't work. You have the receipt and it's in like the 30 or 60 day limit, whatever. But again, I would rather have to go back and get the shade than go back and exchange it and try again with a different one. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, see how effortlessly that blends in and how snatched my nose looks? Because I don't ever even contour my nose because it's so hard with the powder. But this stuff just, ugh, it's everything. And it's just so quick and easy. And I mean, just see. I'm not sure my lighting is doing me justice, y'all. So, there is that. Now we are going to brighten this joint up. And the one that comes with this is called Linen, but it doesn't exactly work for me. So I went and got the shade Ivory. And this has more of the yellow undertone, which I have olive undertone, so this works better for me anyway. Oh, and I seen one review, and I'm not gonna call them out, but they were like, oh, it serves a foundation underneath if you use the stick to do. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Like, they're formulated to work together, so what freaking sense would that even make? So just know it doesn't do that. If you've seen anybody else's reviews on it, I love them. I think they're all that in a bag of chips. I don't even know if anybody says that anymore. Probably not. So, okay, so we have the trio, and then we have our other one. See, they all just clip together like a big fun little family. Ain't that awesome? So then I'm going to take a G38 because this is what I've been using. It's kind of the same thing, honestly. And I also think too, because I'm doing this in the daylight for y'all, and normally my videos aren't done in the daylight, but that might be part of our issue. Alright, and then we are going to go in with Starstruck. I'm going to swatch all these for you though. Starstruck is one of the matchstick shades. It is phenomenal. So we have Ridic, Trippin', Yacht Life, and Starstruck. These are supposed to be able to be used on the eyes, of course your cheeks. So we're going to take Starstruck and again go directly on the cheek. Can y'all see that? I don't know. It really is stunning though. And then I just blend it in a little bit. Doesn't take much because it kind of like blends itself in. I mean, it's a highlight, so where you put it's where it's supposed to be. I'm gonna have to turn my lights up so y'all can see that. I can't ever even tell if y'all can see it. And using one of these also just helps it blend into the contour. And just so y'all know, my face is set. Like, it's a little bit tacky, but it's like a light dew. So if you like the dewy makeup, not the complete dried down matte, then this is definitely for you. I could go out of the house like this, but just out of a habit that I can't seem to break, I can't. So that was why I bought the setting powder. But now we're gonna go in with a Y14 by Morphe, and just because we all know I like to be a little bit extra, I'm going to highlight the nose, and I'm going into the Fire Crystal one. Yeah, I got the name right. Excuse me, by the way. I'm so rude. And hit that Cupid's bow. And then I'm going to take this and go over the highlight. Can y'all see? Woo! Okay. And then I don't go up on my forehead or anything because I don't like that look really. Just a little personal preference. So that is the face set. I don't know if Rihanna's coming out with eyeshadow palettes or anything. So I can't do that. I'm just going to use my Naked Heat palette. But next I'm just going to, I don't want to say I want to set my face, because that's really not what this does. This is to absorb any oil that's left on your face. So this is the blotting powder, which it comes with a little brush, and these are the same white with the iridescent sparkle to it. So they're kind of like pearl, that would be a better term. So here's the little brush. I've seen Laura Lee said it was good for getting in the nose. I haven't actually used it out yet because I didn't need to touch up. So that's a good thing. But look at this. How freaking nifty. So this is really good for on the go. It just clips together. You got them both together. That's why I bought this. So it comes with a nice little mirror in there. And then we have this little guy, which I would never use. Yeah. So I'm just going to swirl this around in here. And I want y'all to know, like, this doesn't even look like it's been touched yet. So, and I did my face and I've done my sister's makeup for her homecoming dance last night. And I used all this stuff. So, this does not have a flashback. I've seen several beauty people use it, and it doesn't have a flashback when I use it. But since this foundation is actually lighter than what it should be for my skin, it does cause my face to white out if we use a flash. But I've used it with the setting powder and without, so I know that it's not the setting powder, it's the foundation itself. So which it's not the foundation's fault, it's just the shade is too light for me. I just have to bronze it up with a bronzer, so it doesn't do that. But just a little tidbit of info for you. I'm going to the St. Jude trail ride. I know a lot of y'all know that my bop passed away last November, and it was one of it was something that he really enjoyed, and he was very proud to go out and raise money for the children of St. Jude. And I didn't think I was going to be able to go this year because it was just so hard, but my Nana's pushing through, so I'm pushing through for her. So I'm going to go off camera and do some eyes. I'm going to take a Starstruck, which is what we used on our cheekies, and I'm going to pop her on the center of my eyes. Because I did this the other day, not with this look, but with another look I did. That was in my original review, and oh my god. I mean, do you see how stunting that is? And like, this is too big to just put directly on the eye. And I don't have a brush that I think would work as well. So yeah, that's that. So now what I'm going to do is, just with what's left, I'm not going to add any more color to it. I'm going to take this and just blend over that in the crease where that just kind of like got. So it's all like pulled together. I'm just gonna blend over that seam. My voice went shaky, what the heck? So, here's a quick little eye look for you. I am not going to do my brows on camera because I'm still working on a routine for that myself. So, I'm going to dull this down so you can see kind of, you know, well, you can see my highlight. But, this is my review, well, part of my review on the Fenty Beauty. I'm impressed with it so far. I really like it. But like I said, with the foundation, I know somebody that it didn't work for, and I absolutely love it. So just try it before you buy it. Sephora will give you a sample. And that way you can also take home a couple of different shades that you think might work for you. And then come back, and if you like it, get the shade that is best for you. So I'll be checking in later in this video, which is fixing to come right back up for y'all. And show y'all how it is at the party. And then tonight when I'm at the trail ride, I will do another check-in. And then tonight when I get home, after I get my kids in bed, I will jump back on here. Okay. So I'm getting home like kind of late. It is 10:45-ish, and I put this on around 12-ish. So that's how long my makeup has been on. I forgot to do my brows today. Slacking. The lighting in my bathroom is not that great, but I did want to do a quick check-in. I didn't get to do it at the birthday party like I had planned because it was just so hectic. And Rachel was not very happy. I think I told y'all that she wasn't going to be, but we love her anyway. The foundation is not broke up anywhere. I don't even know if you're going to be able to tell. I'm hoping so, but it's not spotchy anywhere on me. I wore sunglasses and it didn't come off there. I actually did not have to use my blotting powder anywhere. Like, I'm not oily, and normally my T-zone gets very oily throughout the day, and it did not. So that's why I love this foundation. It stays where you put it. I've actually slept in it, and I woke up and it was exactly where it had been the next day. There was no patchiness, there was no dryness, there was no oiliness. It was just set. So my final thoughts and reviews on this collection is the brushes you can do without. I think if you're just wanting to collect them, go ahead. The only reason why I bought the one that I did was because it went with the blotting powder one, and it's just a convenience, and I'm not a fan of the thing that came with it. I've never used it, but I just know that I wouldn't like it. The matchsticks, especially the contour ones, and for brightening and highlighting, that come together, amazing, amazing, amazing. And the ones that I bought in singles, from what I can tell, they're amazing. They're pigmented. You can use them for anything. I even put them on my lips just because I was like, wanted to be extra one day. I didn't wear it out. I was just seeing if you could use them for whatever, like it said, and you definitely could. So I think this is a hit. I'm a huge fan of it. But again, some things that work for me may not work for you. Some things that work for you may not work for me. So, I thank you for watching. I thank you for subscribing to my channel. Be sure to hit the notification bell if you're already subscribed so you know when my videos hit, because I'm going to try to start filming more often again. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. I would appreciate it. It makes me feel special. But yeah, so I thank y'all for watching, and it is night for me. Whenever you're watching this, whether it's a day, night, evening, afternoon, I think those are all the same thing. Well, not all. Anyway, I'm so tired. I'm just rambling. I can't even talk today. I forgot to do my eyebrows. I'm going to bed, y'all. Night. Thanks for watching.